What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Game Week FC. My name's Travis. This is my brother Parker. What you're looking at on the screen is our Week 24 bets. Parker went 6-4. I went 5-5. I did all plus money picks again, just like last weekend. Parker went back to the regular format, went 6-4. It's probably smart that he did that because he beat me this weekend, and he is catching up to me in the overall records. With that being said, overall, I am 111 wins, 117 losses, and 12 pushes. Parker's 109 wins, 122 losses, and 9 pushes. Once again, our favorite bets lost. We are just, I don't know why we suck at those. For the most part, we're pretty dang good, but yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, honestly, our total records are, flirting around 500. That's pretty good for any better anywhere. Um, but it's only a matter of time before one of us goes 10-0 in one of these weeks.
I hope so. I think the best we've done is 8-2. I'm pretty sure.
I was just trying to wrap my brain about what was the best record.
I'm pretty sure I
Well,
went 8-2, like in one of the early weeks. But the worst we've ever done is I went 1-8-1,
yeah.
not that long ago. So uh, before that, I was doing fine. That really messed me up. But we still got many, many weeks to go. So without further ado, let's go to our first match. Leeds United versus Nottingham Forest. Parker, what's your pick?
Yes, Friday night under the lights in Leeds, and I'm going for Mr. Dominic Calvert-Lewin to get on the score sheet.
Nice.
Last time they played, he had only scored one goal in the campaign, and then about a week later, he went on his 6-game scoring streak. So they avoided his wrath last time, but they're going to get caught this time around. DCL on the score sheet.
I like it. Yeah, he needs to get back into goal scoring form. I feel like he hasn't scored in a while.
Yeah, and before we get too far into the picks, I want to throw the caveat in that I'm
Going
not
back.
necessarily doing the old version of just minus 200 picks, but I'm mostly positive.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so Parker's mixing up the plus and minus picks. Trying to find good value for you guys. My pick, I I was thinking both teams scoring in this game, but I had another option because I'm not quite sure. I'm going with Leeds United to score the first goal, and then also over 1.5 goals. So, and that's about, take away Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that's about plus 108. I do think Leeds will come out the stronger team. Both of the teams have actually had a pretty poor XG, expected goals, in their past 5 games. So, but Leeds is slightly the better team in terms of goal scoring. So, just in case this game ends 1-1, force Nick a late goal, which is very possible. I like Leeds to score the first goal because they are the home team and they will be pushing for a goal early. So I like that. And then Parker, you had Dominic Calvert-Lewin plus 135. If you wanted to parlay all that, that's about 248.
very nice. Little Friday night free play.
Friday night. Yeah, I totally forgot that we had a Friday game this week, so that's why we were rushing to make the video today. Next up, we got Manchester United versus Tottenham. This is a massive game. Parker, what
It
do you have?
is. It is. Well, at least if you look at the table right now, it's maybe not. Tottenham are
Oh, yeah.
bottom mid-table ish, but yes, historically, 2 top 6 clubs. So this is one of the games that I am not in making or not selecting a plus money pick. So I've gone for uh, the man who is back, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, to have a shot on goal. Now
Ooh,
on my site that was minus 150,
minus 160, pretty close.
pretty close.
Huh, I like that. I'm definitely, this is one of the games I didn't get to dive super deep into, but what I did see is that in the last 5 games played in the Premier League, Manchester United and Tottenham both lead in shots on target statistics. So
Love that.
I would imagine there's going to be lots of shots in this game. And I'm actually going to take, I know that, United's the home team. They will most likely be pressing for a goal. I actually think that Sin Lamens to make 3+ saves is a pretty valuable bet here because I do think Tottenham are being underrated in terms of shots on goal. So I'm going with keeper prop Manchester United Sin Lamens to get 3+ saves at plus 110.
I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah. I looked at Vicario to make 5+, but that seems yeah, 3+ seems way more doable than 5+.
Fair. Well, give us a Dominic Cal, or I mean, not Dominic, Dominic Solanke shot and a lemon save, and we're on our way.
Yeah, maybe he saves the first shot and then he gets a rebound and scores the second. I'll
That's
be fine
fine.
with that. All right, moving on to Arsenal versus Sunderland. Let's see here. I'm going the corner route. This is a really tight prediction. At home, Arsenal average about 5.92 corner kicks, and Sunderland away average about 3.5. So that averages to about 9.42, which is just barely underneath 9.5. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if this ticked over. However, the reason I'm going with this is because I do think Sunderland will have a plan going into this game. They know that Arsenal love corner kicks, and they're going to do everything they can to prevent corner kicks in this game. So I'm taking, last time I picked Arsenal corner kicks to go over, and it absolutely, against Manchester United, it absolutely sailed over. But this time I'm taking the under.
Okay, I like your logic there. So I'm sort of duplicating your pick against Arsenal last week when you had Leeds to score a goal. I'm taking newly promoted Sunderland to score a goal against Arsenal. Like you said, I think that there are some vulnerabilities in Arsenal's defense right now, and I like Sunderland to nick one.
Yeah, I do. I really like that actually. At plus 150, that's a lot of value. Sunderland have AFCON guys back, and they're already contributing goals. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, Arsenal, best defense in the league, but Sunderland, I feel like, are extremely clinical. So, also, we'll see if Granit Xhaka comes back for this game. That'll be a reunion.
Yes, that'll be
Um,
great.
Yeah, I believe the last game they played it ended 2-2. Is that right?
I cannot remember truthfully.
Yeah, I want to say it ended in a draw. But yeah, let's check that real quick. Yeah, it ended 2-2 at Sunderland.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good game. Moving on to Wolves Chelsea. Wolves looking to bounce back from losing to Bournemouth. Chelsea coming off an absolute thriller to West Ham. Parker, what's your prediction?
So this is going to be another um, minus pick for me. So I've taken Chelsea money line again. They pulled through for me last weekend, so we're gonna trust them to do it again.
I like that. Yeah, Chelsea somehow just keep coming through with the wins under new coach Rosinier. Ah, man. I I do feel like there might be a little bit of a hangover here for Chelsea. I I mean, coming off a massive win, um, I I kind of feel like Wolves will make this competitive, but I'm gonna pick the same pick that I picked last time for Wolves games against Bournemouth. I'm going under 2.5. I can see this game being 2-0 Chelsea, but yeah, yeah. I think Wolves will be very defensive for this game. And I think Chelsea's defense is good enough to keep Wolves out of the goal.
I agree. That has 2-0 written all over it.
Yeah. All right. Fulham versus Everton. I don't really like this game. This could go many different ways.
So I've gone for familiar foe on this podcast, player prop. And that is Mr. Samuel Chukwueze to have a shot on target. Scored a brilliant goal against United last week. And I guess this is another. There's minus 115 on here.
Minus 115, yeah.
Close enough.
That's pretty good. Geez. This is a tough game. Everton, their stats have not been amazing the past 5 games, but their stats the past 2 games have been okay because they've gotten their Afcon guys back and they actually look pretty solid. Um, I'm gonna go with both teams to score in this game and over 2.5.
Ooh, he's dabbling in the doubles again.
Yeah, I think Everton can get a goal in this one. I think Fulham can get a goal in this one. And yeah, I think this could be an underrated goal scoring matchup here. I
Yeah,
don't love it. It's not my
I
favorite.
mean, it's probably going to be a very forgettable game, but
Yeah, I mean, I could
uh,
very well lose that pick, but I don't care about that game. Bournemouth versus Aston Villa. This game, I actually have something really interesting. So I'm just gonna straight up say it. I think there's gonna be a goal in the first 10 minutes.
ooh,
Yeah.
this is your pick?
Yes.
Oh,
Plus
wow.
215. You see that? That's actually the lowest odds. And it's lowest odds for a reason. Um, Bournemouth goals, their record goals per 1 to 10th minute mark. Bournemouth are 6 goals to 2. They've scored 6 and they've conceded 2. Villa, on the other hand, are only 1-5. They've scored once and conceded 5 times in the first 10 minutes. And that's actually the lowest in the league, I believe. Bournemouth are one of the highest. So I mean, it could surprisingly be Villa to score first, but I would definitely think it would be Bournemouth to go up 1-0 in the 10th minute. So yeah, that's my pick.
Wow. Well, Villa let me down last week with the team total over 1.5, but that is not going to scare me away, and I'm doubling down on Villa over 1.5.
Wow. Wow.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't care that they're going to the Vitality Stadium. They're going to get it done.
Yeah. I mean, it would not surprise me if Villa won this game. It does seem this is a tricky. These odds seem kind of tricky. They want you to think it's going to be a draw, but I definitely think there's going to be a winner in this game. Yeah, I could see it being Aston Villa winning 1-0, 2-0. But yeah, I'm taking the shot in the dark. Bournemouth have been playing really well, though. Villa are coming off a disappointing result.
They are, but the last outside of that result, they've been pretty solid.
Yeah, they've been good. Moving on to Burnley, West Ham. This is interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. Um, I was so unsure about this game that I just opted for chaos. So I've gone for both teams to score.
Hmm. Yeah, that seems smart. Um, Gosh, I mean, I want to know what West Ham's mentality is like right now. Are they down in the dumps, like depleted after losing to Chelsea? Are they going to be able to get themselves out of that mindset and be ready for this Burnley game? They should, because this is a game that they need to win, and I think West Ham is the better team, and they've had a much better XG, expected goals, in the past few weeks. I'm going to take over 1.5 West Ham goals. I
Okay.
think, yeah,
They have been better on the road, so I don't hate that.
yeah. I'll take over 1.5 West Ham goals. I just think they're due. They're due to blow somebody out.
And
Man,
Burnley is
Burnley.
the punching bag.
Yeah, Burnley's just not good, man. They're statistically the worst team in the league.
Well,
Um,
no surprise there.
Newcastle, Brentford. Parker, what you got?
This one, um, I've gone for Bruno Guimaraes to have a shot on target. He actually leads Newcastle in goals scored, and he's had at least a shot on target in 4 of the last 5
Hmm,
in all comps. I need to throw that caveat in there.
that's really nice. Plus 205 if you want to take them to score.
I'm not that confident, but I do like the shot on target. He seems to get on the end of some corners here and there as well. So I like the odds.
Yeah. Uh, a reminder, Yohan Wissa. This is a reunion game for him against Brentford. He'll probably start. He should start, but he's going to want to make a statement. That's just a sprinkle. But my main pick is it's actually over 11.5 corner kicks. Sprinkle over 12.5 as well.
Mm,
But main pick is over 11.5. The reason being is because Newcastle average corner kicks at home is 7.33. Meanwhile, Brentford average 5.92 corner kicks in away games. If you add those up, do the math, that's 13.25. 13.25. They're giving me a whole point, almost 2 points. So over an 11, I feel pretty comfortable taking over 11 and a half. And over 12 and a half is definitely a sprinkle as well. So yeah, and I can see it. Both teams are very good at attack, or they're decent at attacking. They both will create opportunities going forward. So
Yeah,
I could see
I
that.
agree. I foresee a lot of chaos and chances in that one.
Yeah, I could see. I could see it being. I could see it having 5 goals in that game. Honestly.
Very well could.
Yeah. All right. Brighton versus Palace. I don't really like this game. It's hard to tell where Crystal Palace are at this point. Well, like I mean, they can't. They got a decent result, a 1-1 draw against Forest, and I do believe this team will turn a corner. Um, but Brighton needs to get a result. They've been so bad lately. I'm gonna take. This is interesting. This is probably against the what people most people will think. I think Crystal Palace will score first. The
Mm.
reason being is they've scored first in 7 of their last 12 away games. Now, most of those away games were probably early on in the season, but I do think they can get up for this game. Brighton have not been good. They haven't won in many games, it seems like. Palace are second highest in the league for scoring first in the away games, so I'm going to take that.
So I'm fading you. I think that Brighton do win this game. I think they're looking at the schedule and thinking that this is the game where they have to turn things around and get back to winning ways. So I've gone for Brighton money line. And
That's
Crystal
good.
Palace with the whole transfer saga and the Dwight McNeil deal falling through. Um, that had to be pretty crushing for
Yeah,
them. And I think Strand Larson will take some time to get acclimated. So give me
yeah.
Brighton.
That's valid. That's valid. That's a good pick. Um, I'm taking a shot in the dark. I do think Brian is the better team, but I just the stats tell me that Crystal Palace could score first. Lastly, big game here: Liverpool Manchester City. Parker, what's your pick in this game?
Game of the week. Well, I kind of feel like maybe Liverpool's title chances are already gone, but if there's any hope at all, they need to win this. But and I know they've been on, I don't want to say fire recently, but what they've scored 8 goals in the last 2 games. Um, but I'm taking Tino Bet City. The game
Mm,
has draw written all over it, but if anyone is able to nick a win, City will.
mm.
I don't love that it's at Anfield, but yeah, give me the
Yeah,
Citizens.
I like that. It's not bad. They are the better team. I think at this point in the season, Liverpool are hot though. They've scored what, like 10 goals in the past 2 games in all
I think it's eight.
competitions?
It's
Or
eight.
yeah, 8.
4-4.
That's pretty good. I know what I'm taking. I'm taking Manchester City to score the first goal because they are such a good first half team. But I'm also taking both teams to score. So if you do that, that's plus 156. City score the
Let it
first
go.
goal. They go up 1-0 in the first half, and then Liverpool find a way to tie it. In the second half, if you want, you can do double chance. That's even more. Liverpool double chance plus Manchester City first goal. That's plus 295 or 294. But I'm sticking with the safe route and going both teams score City first goal.
All right. Game of the week is done.
Yeah.
On to the best bets. We need to get back to the win column here.
Yes, we do.
We desperately need to give the people 2 winners.
Yeah, this has been embarrassing. All right, my best pick is the corner route in this game, over 11.5 corners. I'm taking that.
Well, I'm going to go for my statistically best chance, highest odd pick, Chelsea money line. Just got to see one go through the hoop here.
They should win. They should.
Keyword should.
Keyword should. You never know. But all right, guys, that's all we got for you in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned to our other videos. Make sure you like, subscribe. We are at 98 subscribers. That's not much, but it's 2 subscribers till 100. So we will celebrate if it does hit 100. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and get us to 100. We will cheers you. Okay. So that's all we got for you guys. Once again, thank you and good luck this weekend. And as always, Parker, adios.
Adios.